Hello and good morning. Back detecting today in Somerset. It's a different permission than the last one I went to. This one has brought a few things up in the past, a few hammereds, some relics, a lot of toasties. This field over here, or just behind me, is a lot of sort of 1650s, 1700s, but yeah. Gonna go now and have a little go and see how we get on. So I'll see you shortly. So I'm going now, 30 minutes, have a couple of bits and pieces. Got a signal here now. It's not very stable. I'll just get it out and get back to you. It's coming on a 31, 32, 33, but then it's going up to 38, and then we got this great big sort of dusty dot. It doesn't sound too bad, but I'll let you know. So as expected, I haven't done all the live dig and digging here and digging there. Just got to it and it's just a little bit of a tin or something or other, or a thing. So on to the next dig. That's not very stable, but I'll dig it and see what it looks like. Look at the size of that blob now. Well, that one caught me out. I was convinced it was rubbish, and if I dig stuff like that that's up in the 50s, 60s and a bit erratic and all over the place and blobby, and you think, oh god, I don't want to dig that, it's just a waste of time. The problem you've got, if you come back to the fields, you're going to go across the same signal, or you might do, so you really got to get it out. So all it was a toasty. Can't really get anything off it as yet. I'll try and clean it up and I'll let you know. But you know, the dodgy signals, if in doubt, dig it out, so they say. So I've dug this one out. I could have thought, well, I did think it was a load of rubbish, but yeah, it's a toasty. So oh god, we got another signal there, 51 again. Going into a big blob. Looks like it's about a shovel full down. Let's dig it out and just see what comes up. Well, this one's come out, and another toasty, but we can get some off it. It's in Victoria, so I'll probably get a date off of this one as well. Let's have a quick look now. Oh, blimey, that's something else, but anyway, I'll clean that one up and we'll have a little look, see what we can come up with. Not so toasted, that one. Yeah, so we've got another 50, 52. It's a bit fat again, but listening to it, it doesn't sound too bad, but that dot is fat, so let's give it a go. So I've just dug this one. That was that big signal, so I've got to learn to ignore that sort of stuff. I just think it's the ground gear was so wet and there's a lot of conduction and stuff like that. But that's quite a nice one. It's an 1875 halfpenny Victoria Young head. Yeah, so that's the third one on the trot. Very nice. I'll clean all these up later and see if we can get anything more off them, but that one definitely is an 1875. So I just had a little look back into that coin that I found before, because I thought, well, is there any sort of theme going on here with these coins? So I might have hit a track or something or other. But anyway, it's a young head. It's a 4-penny, that one, and it's looks like 1872. If you can see that. So this may be part of a track or something or other. I'll just keep going. Well, I think I've got this track in order now, and I'm having a little look along here, and I've come up with a wherever it is. It's not very stable, that one, as you can see, but I'll dig it and see what comes up. I was just thinking of this track as well. I mean, I've looked on old maps, looked on RT, LiDAR, what have you. There's nothing. It's just sort of all heads over to that direction, so they sort of spread out all over the place. It looks like it, but anyway, let's dig this one and stop rambling. So I've just dug this one. It looks like a really old button, looking at the back of it, so I'll try and get it here so you can see the shank, but it looks like it's been bent right over. Might not be a button, because on the front of here, if you can see it, there looks like there's some Roman numerals. I'll try and get it on the other camera and get that on now, just a sec. So yeah, here we go. I just got it sort of in the sunshine, and you can just see something. I don't know what. Perhaps I'll soak it later and see what it is, but yeah, there's some sort of track across here. This come across there, but did it come from there? Did it go across there? Did it go over there? I'm sure this thing's probably, I don't know, that's got to be 1800s. So that house, was there a house there before that? I don't know. Yeah, so this track could be anywhere. I'll keep searching. I have another little dig come up here. God, look at that. I thought to myself, that has got to be a silver coin or something or other, something little. But you sort of turn it over and disappointment. Well, and there it is, a button. There we go, we got a 21, 22 there. Don't know what it is, sounds a bit like lead. Let's see. Well, it was some sort of button. I always say about cleaning stuff in the fields and stuff when you're out and about, but you know, I just give it a little rub and there, bang, it falls apart. It's probably the ground here or whatever, but I'd be pretty cheesed off if that was a hammered or something like that. That's why I don't usually clean anything off when I'm going around, but other people do, get brushes out and all sorts of stuff, but I don't. Oh, just coming up to the next hole. It's a 34, 33, not really stable. I'm going to dig it. I'll get back to you in a sec. Yeah, it was me. It was just sort of, when I came up this way, I thought I'm going to find shotgun shells and stuff like that. And I always find them. You don't dig down on them. A lot of them I call like sidewinders you find in the side of the hole, and you think to yourself, is that me digging, you know, in that direction, in a rubbish direction? I should be on it, but no, when you get these sort of things, they tend to send off a funny signal. So I've just stopped at this one. This was at 8 or 9, and as you can see, I've dug the hole and it's just filled up with water. Weird, because we're on a hill. But anyway, I found a tomback button there. It's pretty knackered. On an 8 or 9. I thought it was a toasty at first, but anyway, yeah, that's water. Odd. Well, it's a bit quiet, but I just looked up and I thought, there they are, my old mates, that all of them over there. The thing I like about these ones is because it's not really a working farm and he just lets a bit of land out to people who want to put sheep in places. They do well, they really do well. They keep all the grass low, and it's a lot easier to detect. But the pain is these electric fences. They play havoc with my detector anyway, the Manticore. And it don't really matter if you can hear it sort of pulsing now as I move over towards a fence. Here we go. There you go. And I'm sure that lot just laugh at me when I come along, but it does pulse. And I can ground balance, I can do all sorts of different stuff, put the sensitivity down, but I'm still getting a pulse, and it drives you mad. Anyway, I think these lot think it's funny. Look at him nodding his head. Yeah. Another signal here, look, a 21. It's a 5p piece. I don't know what the date is or anything. Look in a minute, see if we can get a date off it. Well, it looks like 2000 something or other, 6. Who knows? Spendable, as they say. Do you know, I just dug this one and I thought, oh God, I hope that's in there and not in all this lot, because you'd have no chance. You just have to leave it. But this one's come out 22, 23, and I think it's lead. Oh, you can have a little scout round for it now and see what it is. As it happens, a bit of a lifesaver. It's just a bit of lead or pewter or something or other. But look at that water in there. Oh my God. Imagine digging around in that. Right, just going on here. Just walking out this little path here. I'm not filming many of them, but I'm finding a lot of buttons. So I'm just waiting until we get something like a relic or something a little bit better, and I'll put it up. But yeah, little button. Well, I just dug this. I have no idea what it is, but it's in the right shape to be a question mark, and it is a question mark. I've got a clue. Anyway, I just had this one up on about a 20 on the Manticore, and I'll just zoom in. I think it's a buckle off a shoe, quite old actually, 1800s. Oh yeah, very nice. Do you know, I see all these other detectors dropping stuff. As yet, I've not dropped anything, so it's in safe hands. I think I just had a William the Fourth up. He was just about to see that. Oops. There's me saying I didn't drop anything. Yeah, there he is. I'll try and clean that up and get back to you. He reigned in about the 1830s. But right next door to that hole was this. And he's got a beard, this bloke. No idea who he is. I'm waiting on there. And it looks a bit sort of Germany. Well, I don't know. But on the other side, and it probably will Sentinel, something or other. Don't know. Anyway, I'll clean it up and get back to you. Double bubble. Well, I've just had another coin up. I thought it was going home, but I'm not. I don't know what it is. I'll clean it up later. But one of the things I would say, and I'm not promoting the Manticore and the Deus and all the rest of it. To me, it's just a machine. I go out, I do detecting, and I come home, and that's the end of it. I think I've got it to the best settings that I can physically get it to. I know there's a lot more people that's sort of more experienced and stuff, but this little thing here, I mean, it's right down the bottom here, so it's a good sort of, I don't know, 10 inches, 8-10 inches, something like that, and that was screaming. Listen. Oops, sorry about that. But the depth I'm getting is up here on this stick, so I'm getting over a foot depth with the Manticore every time. And as I said, I'm not promoting Manticores and machines and what have you, but I'm impressed with this machine. It just seems to, it doesn't miss anything. There's a certain guy on here, I think it's England's History Sid, and I've more or less got his settings, but Christ, he says they work, and they do. And when they do come up, they come up. Anyway, well, still trying to make my way home. Just took another big hole and found another button. I think this field here seems like it used to be a fairground or something or other, or a meeting place or something or other. I think it's really worth coming back here and give it another good going over. Well, again, just going back to the car, I think I'll concentrate on eating carrots and bringing a torch and things like that, because just had this up, don't know what it is, but nice. And if you look at the back of it, it's sort of got a square hole, so I don't like to refer to stuff as things, but I haven't got a clue what that is. Anyway. So here we are at the end of the day, rundown on what's happened and what I've got and all that sort of stuff. There's quite a bit of history there in everything there, apart from one thing. It's way over 100 years, I would imagine. You've got the horse tack there, the question mark thing there, that little bit, I couldn't really work out what it was. Yeah, and that was the first one. Turns out it's a button of some sort. If you look at this one, on there you'll see paint, so that's quite new, I'd imagine. It's probably the newest thing out of the whole lot. Move over to here, and you've got the William IV here. Can just about make his head out. There you go. And then we've got the other one here. I think that's Napoleon the Third. A bit toasted, but yeah, a few buckles there, and this rat spoon and buttons and stuff. But yeah, not a bad day.